Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to episode 21 of Carole and Tuesday. So yeah, sorry for this being a day late. I explained in the update video what was going on with that. But just as a recap here, if you didn't see that, basically there was a bank error, a bank issue where Domino's Pizza tried to charge me for the same pizza twice and everything, and it could possibly mess up my bank account. So because I don't have the money in there at the moment. Luckily, I don't think it should go through until Monday, and I have a bunch of money coming in on Monday, so hopefully it'll all get figured out. I messaged PayPal as well. So hell, maybe they can get one of those expunged and they'll only take $5 out of my bank account. I don't know, we'll see. But in the meantime, we are getting to Carole Tuesday. So last time, a lot of things happened. But the big things to note is that both Tao and Ezekiel were arrested. Tao was arrested because of things done in his past, and mostly because he refused to work with Jerry. Jerry being Valerie's campaign manager. Tao refused to work with them, and so Jerry made sure he was arrested. Because Jerry's probably behind a lot of the shit that's happening, including the weather plant exploding. Because Jerry is a sleazeball. And then Ezekiel was arrested because apparently he has not updated his immigration documents in 10 years. But no one's done anything about it until now, because now he's like made a statement with his new rap song. Basically telling them to go fuck themselves. He's being the kind of, provocative, political message in the music kind of artist. The kind you'd see in like Rage Against the Machine or bands like that. I'm trying to think of the other band that was on my mind tonight. System of a Down, that's it. Bands like that who put those provocative messages in their music and don't even try to hide them. That's kind of like what Ezekiel's new song was. But unfortunately, it got people on his tail. And with everyone, with the immigration thing being a big topic on Mars, it's gotten people to take a look at him. So, we did find out that he was indeed Carole's friend from back at the camp. So that was interesting. But he purposefully pushed her away. And I truly believe that he purposefully pushed her away so she wouldn't get wrapped up in all of this too. I mean, I do believe him when he says that they've kind of headed in their own directions and that friendships don't always last. I do believe that. And they've definitely headed in different directions. But at the same time, I do think he was trying to protect her as well. That's why he didn't want to associate with her anymore. That's how I view it, at least. Then we had Angela. Angela, with Mr. Tao arrested, has to work with this AI program created by Tao in order to prepare for the Mars Grammys. However, she refuses. She refuses, and it gets Dahlia, her mother, upset. And Dahlia, we know, as I stated last time, has a history of aggression. She has anger issues. It's known fact at this point. So we see those anger issues come out because Dahlia, as we also know, has been trying to live her own dreams through her daughter, who I guess we also found out last episode is adopted, which I guess could make sense, but I mean, I wasn't going to assume anything like that. But that's kind of what it implied, because Dahlia mentioned, I took you in and raised you. And it's like, that sounds like, that sounds like an adoption thing, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, either way, she's been trying to live her own dreams through Angela, the dreams she never could succeed at herself. And so when Angela starts to refuse and it's like basically like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to live out your dreams. Dahlia gets angry. and she starts yelling at her. And I do still believe that Dahlia loves Angela. I do truly believe that. She just got angry and upset and everything. And throughout the episode, we had seen that something was up with Dahlia. Something was wrong. It looked like she was having some physical troubles. And so at the end here, when she gets angry and all, she has what appears to be a heart attack, which is a terrifying thing to happen to anyone. And it leaves Angela standing over her just kind of in shock and freaking out, which is perfectly valid. Now, as always, I did skip like the opening parts and the recap of what happened last time with this episode. And I will just say off the bat, that is where the recap leaves off. It focuses on the entire thing with Dahlia's, again, presumed heart attack. So I'm assuming that's going to be a massive plot point to this episode, which makes sense. That's a big deal. But yeah, there's only a handful of episodes left. I think I was thinking there was 26, but I think now there's only actually 24. Let me check just to be sure. But I think it said on my anime list it's only 24 episodes, and that tends to be pretty accurate. So, which means that after this, there's only 3 more episodes. Yeah, 24. So we are very much in the end game. These Mars Grammys, I was saying last time, these are probably going to be where it ends off, probably going to be the end game, even when I thought it was going to be 26 episodes. But now that I know it's 24, yeah, definitely. And I'm just wondering how this is all going to end. I assume the Miracle 7 Minutes is going to be at these Mars Grammys. But at the same time, I'm just wondering, like, what is the actual Miracle 7 Minutes going to be? How is this all going to come to a head with all these storylines, too? Because we still got Carole and Tuesday's entire thing. Obviously, we got now the stuff with Angela and Dahlia. We got Tao and Ezekiel in prison, or at least in holding. And we still also have to get things wrapped up with the election, with Valerie's election, and whether or not Valerie's ever going to actually turn away from Jerry and grow a backbone and actually stand up for what she truly believes in. Because I still don't believe she believes in all of this stuff she's spouting. I think it's just Jerry's influence. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. I'm excited to see where this episode leads us, though. This is... I mean, I've stated it last time. This is my favorite anime of all time now. And I'm hoping that these final episodes really hammer that in and give us something really exciting to look forward to for future shows from Studio Bones and Shinichiro Watanabe. Because this so far is easily the best from both of them. So yeah. I'm just, as I've said before, if Carole and Tuesday don't get together in the end, as long as they end it in a good way, I'll be fine. But I still want them to get together in the end. But yeah, I'm just really, really excited to see what these Miracle 7 Minutes that have been hyped up since the very beginning of the show are. I'm just insanely hyped. It's sad that it's ending, but I'm excited to see how it ends, you know? And it makes sense because with the rest of September and everything, this is going to basically lead into the next anime season as it starts in October. So, yeah, it makes sense that it would be ending at this point. But either way, yeah. Episode 21, let's get it started. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. It's Too Late by Carole King. I looked up the song, and I may have heard it before. I'm not 100% sure. But the lyrics, let's talk about the lyrics. And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. This title, the song that this title is based on, it's all about Angela. Because even though we had plenty of Carole and Tuesday in this episode, we had them doing quite a bit. From Carole going to see Ezekiel again, to them hearing his newest song in prison as a mayor. Well, from prison, that's where he recorded the video. To finding out they're going to be working with the biggest pop star on Mars for the Grammys. Everything's going right for them, but that's the thing. While everything's going okay for them, it's the exact opposite for Angela. And it's kind of a turn of the fates, in a way. Angela started off at the top of her game, just this massive name. She was pretty much guaranteed to win Mars Brightest right off the bat, because of how big, how big of a name she was already. And Carole and Tuesday were nobodies. They were having all this trouble getting started, all this trouble making a name for themselves, and even getting a chance to perform. But the tables have turned, and now it's the other way around. Carole and Tuesday will be performing at the Grammys with, again, the biggest pop star out there. And Angela, she's in a very bad place. After finally breaking down, after finally, just not being okay with performing this way anymore, she finally spoke out against her mother. And then her mother ended up having a heart attack. And she found out through that, when Dahlia was yelling at her, that Dahlia's not even her real mom. And so this is something she clearly didn't know. And now with Tao gone and him just kind of ignoring her and apparently being released on bail, but still not contacting her at all. Instead, apparently, he's focusing on trying to get back at Jerry. She's breaking down. We can see her taking pills like crazy. And I'm worried about her. I'm legitimately scared for her. I'm scared that she's going to overdose. But I'm glad that she sent Tao that message. That message, help me. She realizes that she's in trouble, that she is having an emotional breakdown, and that she needs help. And that's good. That's important. And it's important for her to have reached out. And I really want Tao to help her. I want someone to help her. This poor girl needs it right now. I don't know where this is going to go with her character. I don't know, what's going to happen, if this is going to affect her being at the Mars Grammys. But what I do know is that this is not good, and it's really upsetting, admittedly. I mean, I'll be honest, throughout the series, I've never been as big an Angela fan as Carole and Tuesday, of course. But I still do love her character. She's a very well-written character. She is very likable. She has a lot of great attributes that she tries to hide, admittedly, behind a wall of elitism. But a lot of that's because of Dahlia, honestly. And I've heard apparently that people are criticizing Dahlia lately, like on social media, saying that she's like a bad representation and all. But honestly, I find her kind of more mixed. I feel Dahlia is more of a mixed representation. She shows both the good and bad. Because it's very clear she loves Angela, very clear that she does truly want to help her daughter. But at the same time, we also see she is very controlling. We see that she does go too far and that she is trying to live out her own dreams through Angela's, well, talent, basically. And so we need to see it from both angles. We can't just see it as she's just bad, because she's not. She has a lot of good in her too, but she also does have some bad in her. And honestly, most people are like that. Most of us have good and bad to us. Most of us have and will do bad things. And most of us will have and will do good things. We have to learn from those moments of doing bad stuff and grow from that. And try to do more of the good. But we're still going to have those bad moments. It's still going to happen. So you have to take that into account. But yeah, with Carole and Tuesday having produced a fantastic final song for their album and getting ready to perform with Crystal at the Mars Grammys, that could be the miracle 7 minutes. Considering, again, Crystal is the biggest pop star on Mars right now. So performing with her is going to be a big deal for them. But I think it has to be something more than that. There has to be something more than that to why it would be called the Miracle 7 Minutes, why it would change music forever. So I'm really curious to see where it goes with that. And finally, in this episode, we also, of course, do continue with the political plot line. Valerie is clearly showing that she's not comfortable with these political stances that her campaign manager, Jerry, is basically forcing on her. And that she even shows that she very much does care for her children in this episode. She's just focused so heavily on this presidential run that that's all that's been taking up her time. And she hasn't given a chance to show that. But now that she's questioning things, and now that both Spencer and what's-his-face, the reporter dude, who I still cannot remember the name of, now that they're looking into things and trying to get Jerry in trouble, and now the Tao is trying to get Jerry in trouble too, maybe things can change for the better on that angle. I would really hope so, because they're definitely hinting at that possibility. Either way, this was another fantastic episode, and it's really leading to the finale in a great way. We've only got 3 more episodes left at this point. Only 3 more episodes, and then it's all over. Then it's like... It's insane how quickly shows that you just fall in love with go by. It feels like I started this like just maybe a couple weeks ago. And this is already episode 21. So yeah, it's gone by really quickly. But that being said, tell me in the comments below what you thought of episode 21 of Carole and Tuesday. And thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. If you want to check out any of my social media links and more, please check them out over to the side. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave those down below. In the meantime, though, thank you so much once again for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.